Welcome to Amsterdam. It's a Thursday evening in June, one of those special days, relatively rare in this part of the world, when the temperatures feel more Mediterranean than the Baltic. The streets are bathed in honey-coloured sunlight, and the whole city seems to have stopped work early and headed outside. I've just finished work myself, in a sturdy office building by the historic Rembrandt canal, and have come outside for a walk along the water. You can probably picture the scene already, even if you've never been here yourself. A pretty waterway lined with brick-paved streets, a string of arched little bridges stretching into the distance, and a long row of gorgeous old townhouses lined up along the water like books on a shelf. It all looks pristine and historic, so perfectly preserved that you half expect Rembrandt to appear from round a corner at any moment with a paintbrush and easel in hand. I walk north along the canal, crossing the tram lines of the Radhustraat, and glancing left at the soaring tower of the Westerkerk, which looks as if it could be a decoration on a wedding cake. By way of introduction to Dutch place names, a straat is a street, a laan is a lane, a weg is a way, a gracht is a canal, a kerk is obviously a church, a kade is a quay, and a bocht is a bend. In Amsterdam, the River Amstel once divided the city into old and new parts, which were both pretty old. So you'll sometimes see street names beginning with Ouderstijds, old side, or Nieuwezijds, new side, to reflect this. Beside it snakes the tall end of a long queue of tourists waiting to see Anne Frank's annex, guidebooks and cameras in hand. This being Amsterdam, there are a few cars on the road, but there's a constant flow of pedestrians passing by on the pavements, boats gurgling along the pea-green canal, and of course, dozens and dozens of bicycles weaving effortlessly in and out of one another like fish in a stream. Amsterdam's canals and streets are, in this part of the city at least, shaped like a spider's web, radiating concentrically from Dam Square, reaching the junction with the Leliegracht. I turn sharply right down a small interconnecting street that threads between the tall buildings towards the next canal over, the Singel. At its end, the alleyway opens out onto a lovely bridge, the Torensluis, which is cobbled with fist-sized grey stones and shaped like an hourglass toppled across the canal. Atop the bridge is a car-sized bust of the great Dutch writer Multatuli, staring down severely at the boats passing below, and around him are dozens of tightly packed cane chairs forming a cafe terrace. Although the Dutch weather often discourages it, Amsterdammers were drinking and dining al fresco long before pandemics made it cool.